Well, I am a 6-year member of the Youth Council, and I'm also a youth representative on the Park Board. It's a great opportunity to get involved in your community and to make a tangible difference in the quality of life and also the quality of the spirit around your community.
I'm just completing my second term on the Planning Commission. I've been actually 15 years on 2 different boards and commissions. You really learn a lot about the city by doing it. There's great people here to work with, and you really learn more about city government too.
I do a lot of work on the parks and the CKC, and so I thought it'd be fun to talk to a bunch of the other volunteers and just see who's doing what. One of the things I really like about it is it's a chance to get outside, and that's and I like to be active.
Well, the Cultural Arts Commission, we are responsible for all the public art that you see around Kirkland. So any new development utilizing public funds, there's a 1% art component that goes to it. So the commission selects artists, and we work with the community on creating a sculpture or a landscape piece. Art actually enhances the feel of a community, and art is utilized as representing the taste and the culture of a community.
I'm the chair of my neighborhood association. I'm on the Kirkland Alliance of Neighborhoods. I also work with the Green Kirkland program, and I do invasive plant removal on the Cross Kirkland corridor. But I would say if you have the time, find something you're passionate about. It's very rewarding, and I call it socializing with a purpose. I meet wonderful people. It's very social. It's very fun. And what I do is good exercise, too.
Lived in Kirkland for over 30 years, so I've seen lots of changes, and I guess I want to be part of the next 50, 100 years worth of buildings that go up in the city. It actually is not a huge time commitment. It is fully volunteering, but it doesn't take an enormous amount of time. It's well worth the time, and I don't think someone should be scared away because they think, oh, it's way too much work. It's not.
I like Kirkland. I like the public spaces, and I like how the city has been evolving. So for me, being an architect is very interesting. How can I give back part of what I know and part of what I do every day to the community? So I would encourage all just young or all volunteers to become part of this, get engaged with the city and what they are doing.
I'm an engineer, and I was involved with the Planning Commission a long time ago, setting some of the zoning, and now these buildings are coming to place. You can actually see the difference when the buildings come up. You can see things that you've done, and you know it's better.
It's basically like a police cadet program, except we are not paid, and this is an opportunity for people ages 14 through 21 to kind of get an opportunity to see what it's like to be an officer and also what it's like to serve your own community and be there for people. It's really cool.
I, of course, want to be a law enforcement officer. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was thinking about a police officer or a SWAT.
I'm thinking about becoming a police officer. It's something that I want to do, but main goal that I've had is an electrical lineman. But being an officer is definitely something I would do.
Tonight's the night.
Patrick, my good man.
Jim!
I'm so excited we get to open the show tonight. It's going to be a spectacular.
Indeed, Jim. Tonight's the night we have the opportunity to shine the spotlight on so many wonderful people who help make the city go.
And I am blown away by all our volunteers do to make this city so special. How are we ever going to say it all in just the few moments we have to open the show?
You know, Jim, I've been thinking about that too. And there's a lot to be said, but really it comes down to just 3 things.
3 things?
There are 3 things you need to know before you volunteer. Kirkland is full of love, and you're always welcome here. Connect it to your own heart, then donate your time a lot.
They do donate a lot of time.
The options to help abound, and I can show you what we've got. Oh, the city is all of us. Please say hello to the people that make it known. It's you. Welcome to Kirkland, Welcome to Kirkland, I think you're up.
Come on down and we will show you how to pull a weed.
I think I need to pull that weed.
And the car's going way too fast. We'll go and check the speed.
After I pull that weed.
Emergency volunteers, they never miss a beat.
That's quite a feat.
Headlights keep us seen.
Hey, let's cross the street.
Oh, the city is all of us. Please say hello to the people that make it go. It's you. Welcome to Kirkland, Welcome to Kirkland,
You know, board members and commissioners, they have a lot of fun. Look at all this.
They have the council's ear and they get a lot of things done.
They get a lot of things done, and all the
Neighborhood associations have their say. Won't you join our team?
the city amazing. I want to volunteer. I've so much to offer. There's a place for you here. Everyone's welcome. There's so much to give. Kirkland's a place where we work, play, live. Oh, the city is all of us. Please say hello to the people that make it go. It's you. Welcome to Kirkland, Welcome to Kirkland,
Please welcome Mayor Penny Sweets.
I got to tell you, that makes me cry. That was amazing. And those people... That's a good point. Good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight. It is my great privilege to host an evening filled with music, incredible music, awards, and the deepest appreciation for all of you, the people who make our city go, our volunteers everywhere in the city, including in the neighborhoods, including on our boards and commissions. I can't tell you how much we appreciate all of you. And I know that every member of the City Council feels exactly the same way. Deputy Mayor Jay Arnold, Council members Toby Nixon, Dave Asher, Kelly Curtis, Tom Neer, and John Pascal. And most of them will be here tonight doing some of this presentation, but unfortunately John Pascal was not able to join us tonight, and he wanted me to make sure you knew that was not acceptable to him, but he had to do it because, you know, it is spring break. Anyway, before we get started, hello. Before we get started, I'd like to recognize and thank the city staff for working so hard to make tonight happen. And I got to tell you, they've been rehearsing, they've been working, they've been worrying. There is so much that goes into an event like this. And most of you know that I know what it takes to put events on. From the food and the beverages to the room setup, the video productions, the awards, and even an off-Broadway musical production. Was that not impressive? I know that this night means a lot to our staff because I know how much you mean to them as well. I'd also like to send a special thanks to the Cultural Arts Commission. Did you guys check out that room over in the community center? We have a rule that we don't generally ask our volunteers to help on Community Appreciation Night. But we made an exception this year to tap into the amazing talents of the Arts Commission to help dress up Peter Kirk Community Center. And it was looking pretty special tonight. A special thanks also, so that's to Carol Belval, Ryan James, Don Laurent, and Michelle Loosegarden for making that experience so great. And finally, of course, I'd like to thank you, our amazing volunteers and friends of Kirkland. When Aristotle posed the question, what is the essence of life? He also gave us the answer, to serve others and to do good. There are over 5,000 volunteers, 5,000 volunteers donating their time to serve our community. Over 5,000 of you serving others and doing good for our city. Our volunteers are everywhere, restoring our natural areas, coaching youth sports, monitoring our crosswalks, and serving as police youth explorers. I see you guys out there. Actually, I don't, but I know you are. You're helping out at the Friday market, improving our parks, cleaning our trails, greeting customers at City Hall, and helping to prepare our community in case of an emergency. You are helping our seniors, supporting community events. Mine's coming up on the 4th of July. Be ready to volunteer. And helping to watch over our children when they play. You lead our neighborhood groups, helping the city make better decisions and making sure our city is accountable for the decisions that we make. You serve on our boards and commissions, advising us on human services and disabilities, arts and parks, transportation and tourism, as well as advising us on planning, design review, civil service, and so much more. In short, you are everywhere, and you are serving our community in almost every way. I don't have time to mention everything you do, but I can tell you that we all feel your presence, and we know we are better off because of you. The city is doing something different with this Community Appreciation Night this year. Tonight we're recognizing our 3 volunteer groups on the same night because you're all that special that we should bring some wine in. This includes, for the very first time, the inclusion of our neighborhood associations at this formal celebration. And we are so glad that you are here. We're going to start the evening with the recognition of the city volunteer engagements. Next, we'll recognize the leaders of our neighborhood associations. And finally, the members of our boards and commissions. For each of these segments, the staff has prepared a little video tribute. It's our way of shining a light on all the amazing service that you provide every day for our city and our residents. And it is also our way of spreading the word about these programs by expressing our appreciation on the city's website and through social media. Without further ado, I present to you our amazing city volunteer program.
Please welcome Mayor Penny Sweet and Deputy Mayor Jay Arnold.
We are very pleased tonight to be honoring the City of Kirkland volunteers who have contributed their talents, their time to the betterment of Kirkland throughout this past year.
We are honored to give special recognition to certain volunteers who in the recent year have demonstrated extraordinary commitment. There are 13 awardees in 5 award categories.
Okay, awardees, pay attention now. Please start making your way down the stairs to my right to join us on stage, assisted by our ushers. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your award from us. After your award is presented to you, you return to your seat by following our ushers. Thank you. Some of our award recipients could not make it tonight, but we will nonetheless read their names to recognize their efforts.
During 2018, the City of Kirkland has engaged 5,191 volunteers that have contributed more than 30,000 hours of their time and talents. These outstanding contributions of time are valued at $924,000. So thank you all. You're worth $1 million to us.
Okay, the first award category is leadership. This award is for an individual who demonstrates the ability to lead a group toward a goal, to provide guidance to others, to coordinate people, paper, and processes toward the attainment of a goal. Please hold your applause until all the recipients have been honored. The awardees are
Asher Devine from the Green Kirkland Partnership, and Karen Edgerton, also from the Green Kirkland Partnership. Let's give them a round of applause.
Asher, well done. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Now you're going to go with him, okay? Wherever the usher says you go, you go. Okay, the next award category is above and beyond the call of duty. This award is for an individual or group who has taken volunteerism to the next level in terms of participation and commitment. This volunteer takes extra initiative on a project, volunteers extra days and times, takes ownership of a project, and goes the extra mile to complete it. She, he, or they demonstrate dedication and commitment to their volunteer assignment, above and beyond what is expected. Please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. The awardees are
David Aubrey, City Hall Front Reception. Edison Calijo, City Hall Front Reception. Mary Nakasone, Green Kirkland Partnership. And Dr. Cerise Vablay, Kirkland Police Department. And accepting the award on behalf of Dr. Vablay will be Zachary McKenna. How about a round of applause?
Oh, I thought you were here.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave.
The next award category is behind the scenes. This award is for an individual or a group of individuals who consistently fulfills their volunteer commitment and is always supportive, available, and reliable. This is the long-term volunteer who is extremely committed and is always ready with a smile to do whatever is needed. This is the individual or group who you can always count on in a pinch. Please hold your applause until the names are all read. The awardees are
Sarah Huntington, Green Kirkland Partnership. Jose Lopez, Digital Communications. Anita Ray Manns in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Kirkland, Parks and Public Works Improvements. And Tricia Parker, Emergency Management. Let's give them a round of applause.
The next award is the Kirkland Fire Milton Bob Knight Emergency Communications Team Award. This award was created in 2009 and named after the founder of the Kirkland Emergency Communications Team. This award is presented to the KECT member who in the past year has gone above and beyond and given selflessly of their time and knowledge, just as Bob Knight did. The 2019 recipient of the Bob Knight KECT Award is
Matthew Harris, Kirkland Emergency Communications Team.
And now the last volunteer award category is the Eileen Trempman Youth Scholarship. This award is presented to one or more Kirkland youths aged 16 to 19 who have demonstrated their commitment to the community through direct City of Kirkland volunteering during the previous 12 months. Each awardee receives a $1,000 scholarship toward their future education. Please hold your applause until both recipients have been honored. The awardees are
Kobe Chu from the Parks Commission and Kirkland Youth Council, and Veronique Harris from the Kirkland Youth Council.
Okay, another round of applause for all of our award recipients.
We now like to turn our attention to the next group of city volunteers, our leaders who support Kirkland's neighborhood associations. And I'm Deputy Mayor Jay Arnold. Welcome to our neighborhood.
The City of Kirkland values civic engagement, and Kirkland's neighborhood associations play a critical role in achieving a vibrant civic life.
Kirkland recognizes 13 neighborhood association boundaries that totally cover the entire geographic area of the city. Neighborhood associations are independent nonprofit organizations that focus on contributing to a thriving community and participating in local government.
All residents are welcome to participate with their neighborhood association on a voluntary basis.
Most neighborhood associations have regular meetings every month or so. These open meetings are a great opportunity to learn about and discuss what's happening in the community.
Representatives from the City of Kirkland or other agencies will often present topics of interest at neighborhood meetings and events, including collecting input from the neighborhoods on city policies or programs.
And in addition to their meetings, neighborhood associations often host community building events such as summer picnics, heritage and welcoming events, and block parties. They also organize work parties and community service work such as park restoration and neighborhood beautification.
Representatives from each neighborhood association also participate in the Kirkland Alliance of Neighborhoods, or CAN. CAN meets every month to foster communication and awareness of issues between the neighborhoods, the city, and other agencies.
To support all this service to the community, the City of Kirkland makes funding available to each neighborhood association through the city's matching grant program. The city also hosts periodic neighborhood university events to provide leadership and skills training, as well as special events such as For the Love of Kirkland.
The city also collaborates with the neighborhood associations every year through the Neighborhood Safety Program. The Neighborhood Safety Program is a nationally recognized program that uses the community's knowledge of place to identify, prioritize, and implement pedestrian, bicycle, and auto safety projects in the neighborhoods.
Whether your passion is policy or picnics, safety or socializing, the neighborhood associations are a fantastic way to connect with your Kirkland neighbors. Together, we all contribute to a thriving civic life, which helps Kirkland be the best place to live, learn, work, and play.
Thank you to all who volunteer to serve on our neighborhood associations.
Your efforts truly make it a beautiful day in our neighborhoods.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
please welcome Councilmember Dave Asher and Councilmember Kelly Curtis.
If you live in a neighborhood, give it up for the leaders of your neighborhood association. Hey. We're very pleased tonight to be honoring all of the leaders of our neighborhoods who have contributed their time and talents to the betterment of our community. Democracy is made by those that show up.
We are honored to give special recognition to certain neighborhood leaders for their steadfast dedication and leadership. These awards were chosen by the leaders of Kirkland Alliance of Neighborhoods. Tonight we have 3 awardees in 2 award categories.
Awardees, please make your way down to the stairs, and we have ushers to assist, and just show up right here.
Organizations such as neighborhood associations are absolutely critical in achieving a thriving civic life.
During 2018, Kirkland's neighborhood associations worked hundreds of hours, held dozens of association meetings, hosted numerous community building events, and provided invaluable insight to the city.
The first award category is for leadership. This award recognizes B. Nahan for her dedication and commitment to guiding the Kirkland Alliance of Neighborhoods during a significant period of transition and for her continued leadership and vision with CON. Unfortunately, B can't be with us tonight, but we thank her for her leadership.
Our second award category is also similar to the first presentations, ABCD Awards, the above and beyond the call of duty. We've got 2 awards in this category. The first goes to Jonathan Hewer for his incredible efforts and his cross-neighborhood coordination to produce the beloved Crossing Kirkland events that have occurred along Cross-Kirkland Corridor. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
The second Above and Beyond Call of Duty award recognizes Scott Morris for his steadfast leadership of the Finn Neighborhood Alliance over the years and his ability to inspire civic participation for those in his neighborhood. Thank you, Scott.
Always trying to be behind the scenes. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause to all the neighborhood leaders and the awardees.
We'd now like to turn our attention to our final group of city volunteers, the members of the city's boards and commissions.
Here, here.
The Civil Service Commission is a group of 3 individuals who've been appointed by the city manager to 6-year terms, and their responsibilities are to review the hiring process of all public service employees. That would be firefighters and police officers. The value of the Civil Service Commission is it meets our requirements. It's also an opportunity for our community to get involved in the things that we do in city government. So I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the city and the city council to all of the boards and commissioners, and in particular to this group of 3 for their long service.
Cultural Arts Commission was formed in 2002, and it advises the council on investments in art and culture. It provides us guidance on the 1% for the arts, and an example of which is right behind us. I think we see it in this town as a reminder of how beautiful the diversity and culture can be. I just want to thank all those that serve on the commission and have served on the commission for all their hard work, dedication, and the contribution to the city. And looking for new members soon.
The Design Review Board makes decisions working in cooperation with those that are proposing significant development on the outside envelope of a design and of a building. The visual aspects of our major developments are in fact approved by the Design Review Board. Having local input and local considerations is extremely important in what Kirkland looks like. Design Review Board works extraordinarily hard on major developments and even on some smaller developments, and we really appreciate the contribution, and you can tell that Kirkland has a very good design review process when you start comparing us to other communities around the region. Thank you.
The Disability Board is a small group of people with the task of reviewing and approving medical claims for our brave retired firemen and law enforcement officials. Thank you very much for those that serve on the board, and thank you to all our retired firefighters and law enforcement officers.
The Kirkland Landmarks Commission represents the City of Kirkland on the King County Landmarks Commission, and this representative looks out for our local heritage. The Landmarks Commission really helps in identifying and preserving those landmarks that we want to make sure future generations are aware of. Thank you for your service on the Landmarks Commission.
The Houghton Community Council has jurisdiction approval authority over any land use, structures, or buildings that go within the town of Houghton. And the town of Houghton was incorporated within Kirkland in 1968. Houghton consists of Central Houghton, Lakeview, and part of Bridle Trails. I just want to thank all the awesome Houghton Community Council members for the work that they do to serve the city of Houghton and the citizens of Kirkland. Thank you for your service.
Well, our Human Services Commission examines the human needs of those that need assistance in Kirkland and provides recommendations to the City Council. The Human Services Commission changes lives and it changes futures. It's an investment in our community to make things and give an equal chance, an equitable chance for everyone to succeed. Thank you very much for the efforts that you've done in making Kirkland a better place and building better futures for our residents in need. Your efforts on the Human Service Commission are absolutely valuable to us today and to the futures of our citizens.
The members of the Kirkland Youth Council, and there's about 40 of them, do a lot of important things for the city. They run the youth traffic court. They help run the teen center. They produce an annual youth summit. They do a number of service projects all throughout the city. But most importantly, they advise the city council on issues important to youth. And they also do outreach to their peers on issues that are important to the cities to encourage participation and giving us their feedback. They're the future of our community, and unless we can build programs that help them be successful, then we're not fulfilling our responsibility as a council. We very much appreciate the many hours of hard work that the members of the Kirkland Youth Council put into serving our community.
The library board consists of 5 adults and 1 youth member selected by the city council, but serving with the King County Library Association in terms of both promoting the library, but also assuring that there is a huge diversity of interesting and fulfilling materials in the library, enough to meet all of Kirkland's needs. Thank you to all of you who serve on the library board. You're doing a great job.
The Park Board serves as your voice to the City Council on anything to do with parks. They're a great group of volunteers who play in our parks, recreate in our parks, send their children to park programs, and they are your voice to City Council on any issues to do with parks. Thank you to the wonderful members of the Park Board. I love you. You do a great job. Thanks for your service.
Kirkland, in creating the 2035 plan, envisioned a vibrant, connected, green, sustainable, walkable city. And the Planning Commission really does all the work to make that happen. It's about building 10-minute neighborhoods. It's about making Totem Lake happen. It's about recommitting to our neighborhood planning process. The City Council really appreciates the work you do. We'd like to thank the members of the Planning Commission for your service.
So the Salary Commission is an organization that's set by state law that sets the salaries and healthcare benefits of the city council members in the city of Kirkland. So all of our city council members serve because they love the city of Kirkland, but it's also a job. And so what the Salary Commission does is in an independent and objective way is they set salaries and benefits for the city council that are competitive with those jobs around the region. And so what that helps us do is make sure that we have the best and the brightest who want to serve on our city council. So on behalf of the City of Kirkland, I'd like to thank the 3 members of the Salary Commission for the important work that they do for us all. Thank you.
The Senior Council was established in 2002 to advise the City Council on how to make Kirkland a safe and vibrant community for those over 50. And what's been great about the Senior Council is they've taken the role with such energy. It's not just about advising us. They're actually doing the work to make this a safe, vibrant, inclusive community for everybody. You look at Viva Volunteers, the art fair, the health fair, the informational meetings. All this work contributes mightily to the vibrant community that we envision. To the members of the Senior Council, thank you so much for all your work and all your volunteering and all your energy.
The Tourism Development Committee is created by state law, and it consists of 3 people from the hotel industry who pay hotel motel tax, and 3 people who are eligible to receive the hotel motel tax to try to promote tourism in Kirkland. Plus, the chair of the Tourism Development Committee is a member of the City Council. That would be me. Among the things that are funded through our tourism development funds are the city's tourism website, explorekirkland.com, which tells people all about the different things to do around Kirkland. And also, we use some funding to help promote all the events we have in Kirkland. It's over 20 different events that we hold, including the Softball World Series, and Summerfest, and Winterfest, the 4th of July. All of these are supported from a promotional capability by the Tourism Development Funds. We very much appreciate the hard work put in by the members of the Tourism Development Committee to help promote the businesses throughout Kirkland by bringing more tourists to the city. Thank you.
Well, in Kirkland, providing a safe and reliable transportation system for all modes of travel is of critical importance, and therefore we have a transportation commission that provides input. Actually, more than half of the commissioners are made up of experts in the transportation profession. And so we're basically getting free advice from these experts that live in our community, that use our transportation system, and then can provide us meaningful information on how we can do better, how we can continue to improve, how we can build the projects that the community desires and needs, how we can work with our regional partners better, Metro, WashDOT, Sound Transit, and then how can we engage our community better to make more informed decisions around those investments that we need to be making. I'm here today because I got my start serving on the Transportation Commission, getting involved in the community, finding something that I was passionate about, and you just never know where these types of volunteer opportunities will lead down the road. Just want to say thank you to all the commissioners on the Transportation Commission. Thank you for your service and the hours that you contribute to the city.
Please welcome Councilmember Tom Neer and Councilmember Toby Nixon.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I think we need more boards and commissions.
What an astounding video, and I had no idea. It's the first time I'd seen all the commissions and boards in one place. It is just mind-boggling.
Yeah. We are very pleased tonight to be honoring all the members of the city's various boards and commissions for their incredible commitment of time and expertise in helping guide the city's decisions.
Tonight, we are recognizing board members and commissioners who have completed their term of service. Those being recognized tonight, please start making your way down the stairs. We have a lot of you tonight, so we'd like to try to get this group down on the stage before we start giving out the awards. Is that all right? Ushers, and we have Uber ushers that are going to get you here. Just use your app or something. Yeah. Once they're down on the stage, we'll call the names, and they'll come forward, and we'll recognize them. And once they've received an award, then the ushers will then walk them back to their seats. Some of the award recipients will not be here tonight, but we will nonetheless recognize their names.
Many of our boards and commissions meet every month for their meetings, some more than once a month. To prepare for these meetings, board members and commissioners often have meeting packets and other materials that require a substantial investment of time to work through. Some boards and commissions also work on special projects throughout the year.
With all the decisions that the City Council makes throughout the year, and here I'm recycling a prop, it's difficult to imagine not being able to rely on all the recommendations from our boards and commissions. The commissioners ending their terms, we would first like to recognize those from the Cultural Arts Commission that are ending their terms of service. Please hold your applause until the end of the list. Mariana Hannefield, Max Karlinski, Linda Paros, and Janara Zeiler.
All right, and now from the Design Review Board, Carolyn Adams, and from the Human Services Commission, Kimberly Scott and Matthew Triplett.
From the Kirkland Landmarks and Heritage Commission, Freiberg Weber
Lynette.
and, sorry?
Lynette.
Oh, Lynette Freiberg Weber, sorry, my apologies. And from our library board, Dory Butler and Maya Jackson. Please, can we get a big round of applause for the departing board members?
Like we said, some couldn't make it tonight. And then from the Park Board, our newest City Council member, Kelly Curtis. We're very happy to have Kelly on the council now. She stepped down from serving on both the Houghton Community Council and the Park Board when she was appointed to the City Council. Let's hear it for Kelly Curtis.
Also, Park Board, Kevin Quill and Jason Chinchilla. Are you in the audience?
And Kobe Chu.
And some special one for Kobe here. For the second time this evening, he's also finished a term on the Park Board, and his term on the Kirkland Youth Council is our very own winner of the Washington State Youth Volunteer of the Year Award, Kobe Chu.
All right, and from the Planning Commission, Glenn Peterson, and from the Senior Council, Carol Drew. Let's have a round of applause for Glenn and Carol.
Lastly, the Kirkland Youth Council. We have a long list here. Sarah Anglin, Michael Jerry, Olivia Hammond, Veronique Harris for the second time tonight.
Yeah.
Maria Main, Michaela Moyer, Kaya Schumberger-Lewis, and Matthew Sook. Round of applause for all of them.
I guess they're all on spring break.
Yeah, they are. Yes, perfect.
All right, so let's have a round of applause for all of our departing board and commission members who have been honored tonight. It's been brought to my attention that we have a birthday this evening. Glenn, could you come back down here? Did he leave entirely?
Are there any others with a birthday then?
Anybody else have a birthday tonight? Well, in any case, let's sing happy birthday to Glenn. Maybe he'll hear us from wherever he went to.
It'll be recorded.
Yes, it'll be recorded, all right?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glenn. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, this has been quite a night. I hope you have enjoyed it. The music, the laughter, the appreciation. We've recognized some amazing examples of the incredible people that make our city go. Whether you're a program volunteer, a leader in your neighborhood, or a member of our various boards and commissions, on behalf of the City Council of the city, thank you so very much for your amazing contributions to improving our community, making it better every day. Together, we all make Kirkland the best place to live, work, and play. Thank you all, and good night. Okay, go eat the rest of the cookies.